Good morning, students. We were doing chapter 3 of economics, money and credit. Today, beta, we will do why the farmers are in need of credit. Farmers need credit means loans for growing crops. For growing crops, beta, there is difference of 3 to 4 months in the sowing season and harvesting season. So in the sowing season they don't have any money and they need to purchase farm inputs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides. They have to pay the electricity bill also, or other repair of machinery can be there. Okay, so for all these expenses they need credit. So what they will do, they will take a loan, they will borrow money from someone, and then they will invest money in the crop. Okay, but if the crop is good, then they will be able to repay their loan. If the crop is failure, then they will not be able to repay his loan, and they will be caught in the debt trap. So because of this reason, there is a difference of 3 to 4 months in sowing season and harvesting season. The farmers are borrowing money, they need credit. What they think what they think that when the harvesting will be done, they will get money and they will return the loan. Okay, so in this hope they are borrowing money from the money lender. Okay, now beta, next second thing is credit may be useful and credit may put the creditor into debt trap. There are two things in this beta. First, we have read previously the case of Salim. In case of Salim, क्या था? In situation of Salim, the credit helps to increase his earning. His income was good and he has profit. Because of this, in this way the credit was having good effect on Salim. But in the other case, in Swapna's case, the credit was a failure because Swapna's crop was failure. She was not able to repay the loan. She was caught in the debt trap, and to repay her loan she has to sell a portion of her land. Then also she was not able to then also she was not able to repay his loan. Still she was having some amount which is left with the money lender. ठीक है, so यानी कि in this Swapna's condition the credit has played negative role and the Swapna was caught in the debt trap, and it was very painful to get rid of this debt trap. Now next topic is terms of credit. What are the terms of credit? Before reading this, we will read what is collateral. So let us do that. Every loan agreement specifies an interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment of the main principal. In addition, lender may demand for the collateral against loan. Collateral in simple language means security. I think most of you are knowing about the loan. If you don't know, beta, I'm telling you. When anybody is going to take loan, then he has to pay some rate of interest on the loan. Then side by side he has to give some collateral, security. So now we are going to do this. What is collateral? Collateral is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. Suppose if I have a land and I need a loan, then I will keep my papers of my land in bank, and in turn the bank will give me loan. This is called collateral, security. Why? Now question arises, beta, why banks or why the people want collateral? If the borrower, why they want? If the borrower is failed to repay the loan, then by selling that collateral the lender can get his money back. It is a right of the lender to sell that property which is kept as collateral with him, in condition when the borrower is failed to repay the loan. So for this purpose, bank is also asking for the collateral, and many other people, many other institutions are also asking for the collateral. Okay, then next topic is what are the terms of credit? What are the terms of credit? Interest rate, collateral, and documentation requirement, and the mode of repayment together comprises what is called terms of credit. If I want loan, I will go to bank, and then what I have to do, I have to pay some rate of interest on the amount which I have borrowed from the bank, which I have taken loan from the bank. Then I have to submit some collateral with the bank. Then documentation requirement, such as my salary statement will be asked by the bank, how much salary I am getting. ठीक है, they will see my economic status, then only they will allow the लोन, दे विल पास द लोन. ओके, एंड उसके बाद बेटा एक और चीज़ चाहिए होती है, मोड ऑफ रीपेमेंट, कि द बोरोअर विल रीपे द लोन इन टर्म ऑफ कैश और बाय चेक्स. सो ऑल दीज 3-4 थिंग्स लाइक आपका इंटरेस्ट रेट, कोलेट्रल, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रिक्वायरमेंट एंड द मोड ऑफ रीपेमेंट टुगेदर फॉर्म्स द टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट. ओके, द टर्म ऑफ क्रेडिट वेरी सब्सटैंशियली फ्रॉम वन क्रेडिट अरेंजमेंट टू अनदर. ये नहीं है कि हर टाइप के क्रेडिट के लिए, हर टाइप के लोन के लिए सेम टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट होंगे. इट विल बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अदर पर्सन, वन केस, वन टाइप टू अदर टाइप. ओके, दे मे वेरी डिपेंडिंग ऑन द नेचर ऑफ द लेंडर एंड द बोरोअर. द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज बेटा sources of credit. What are the sources of credit? There are two sources of credit, formal and informal. So we are going to do these two type of sources of credit. क्या कर रहे हैं बेटा अब हम? Sources of credit. There are two sources of credit, formal and informal source of credit. First of all, we are going to do formal source of credit. Formal source of credit works under the supervision of Reserve Bank of India, and these formal source of resources are following every rule, every law which is made by the government. And there in this formal source of credit, the rate of interest is low, collateral is required, and for example इसमें कौन कौन से आते हैं बेटा? Commercial banks, cooperative societies, etc. are the main source of formal credit, and it is safe to take loan from formal source of credit. Now informal source of credit, which are not coming under the RBI, okay, which are we can say the loan which is given by some individual, some person, some friend, some relative. If you are taking loan from your friend, from your relative, from money lender, that will come in informal source of credit. They are not following any rule, any regulation, any law which is made by the government. Here the rate of interest is very high, and might be the collateral is not required in some conditions, but the informal source of credit is not good for a person. If a person has borrowed money through this source, then might be he will caught in the debt trap, as we have read the story of Swapna. Okay बेटा, so आपका जो relatives हैं, money lenders हैं, landlords हैं, are the main source of informal source of credit, and collateral is not required in some condition, and collateral is required in some condition. We can understand these two sources of credit with the help of some stories which are given in your book on page number 46. Let us read some stories and you will be able to understand it. First is the story of Shamal. Shamal tells us, Shamal is you can say small farmer in a village, and he is having 1.5 acres of land. And what he has done beta, he has gone to money lender during sowing season. अभी हमने discuss किया, during sowing season all farmers, small farmers need some money to purchase farm inputs. So same is with this Shamal also. So he went to money lender of his village only, and he has borrowed money at the rate of interest of 5% per month. 5% per month, यानी 60% per annum. So high rate of interest. Okay, so from last few years the Shamal is doing the same thing. In every sowing season he is going to the money lender and borrowing money. Okay, और साथ ही साथ उसे क्या प्रॉमिस करना पड़ता है बेटा? He has to promise. अब he is not giving any collateral to that money lender ना. So what the money lender is doing, he is telling him to sell the crop to him only in the harvesting season. And what the money lender is doing, he is giving less rate of crop to Shamal. And why he is telling him to sell that crop to him only? Because he will be assured that his money will be returned. So for this purpose, always he is forcing Shamal to sell his crop to him only, and he was giving very less price of his crop. So which source of credit is this? Yes, informal. Okay, it is not coming under RBI. Okay, any rule and regulation is not followed by the money lender. No collateral is required. Okay, and rate of interest is very high, that is 60% per annum. And let us see the case of another farmer in another big village. Okay, the name of the farmer is Arun. He is having a big farm, and Arun has 7 acres of land. He is having 7 acres of land, and he is one of the few persons in Sonpur to receive bank loan for cultivation. And he has taken loan from the bank. The interest rate on the loan is 8.5% per annum. How much Shamal was paying? 60% per annum. And how much interest rate Arun is paying? Only 8.5% per annum. And it can be repaid any time in the next 3 years. Arun plans to repay the loan after harvest by selling a part of the crop. Okay, he's selling his crop. It's one part, and then he is repaying his loan. He then tends to store the rest of the potatoes in a cold storage and apply for a fresh loan from the bank against the cold storage receipt. He will be able, if he is having this facility, then he will be able to keep his potatoes in the cold storage, and when the price of the potatoes will be high, he will sell at the high price and will get more and more profit, and then with that profit he will repay the loan. So this is the condition of Arun. He will become more richer. He can purchase tractor or combine harvester, or he can purchase more land with this extra profit, है ना बेटा? So this is the difference. So this is formal source of credit. Arun has taken credit. Arun has taken loan from the formal source. That's why his condition is good. All the banks are coming under the RBI. They are following the rules and regulations of the government. Low rate of interest they are paying. Okay, so this is the difference between the formal source of credit and informal source of credit. Goodbye.